Alright everyone, good afternoon. This is Jalan with the Paradox Gaming Network. And today Archeage 101 is going to focus on 4.0 and all the little silver linings that can be found. As always, this is all the ways to get in touch with me. Discord is easiest, Jalan, #8446. And we do this very same thing live on Fridays on Twitch. You can find my Twitch channel in the description below. So let's get right to it. We're going to talk about this is a major content and what's the big hype. We're going to talk about the good and we're going to talk about the bad. So here's the major content hype. You got these beginner bundles. They are temp leveling gear. The gear only exists for a certain amount of time. So to take you onto the European server where I have a character low enough, what I did was I came over here to award, and then gold, and then this Maelstrom beginner bundle. I purchased it and it popped into my inventory right there. And the reason why I opened it is because I wanted to make sure I knew what I was talking about. So you get all three boxes. You get the 10 to 30, the 30 to 44, and the 44 to 50. Since I never play this character, we'll go ahead and open up this pack just to see. And so there you go. We get a 10-day pack with a mount, a 7-day mount. Aw, he's so cute. There we go. We get the 7-day mount, and we get the greenhorns weapons. So these are actually pretty good. I've seen these before. These aren't too bad. Throw those on there. Give you a pretty decent melee attack score, pretty decent ranged attack score. If you're more a fan of magic, you've got that, you've got the bow. So yeah, pretty good for a new player. Of course, you've got your other two boxes. You can't even open them until you're the right level, so no risk of losing time on them. The 30 gives you the Lava Spark Battle Pet for 7 days, and the 44 gives you the Lightning Mount. I don't know why they didn't give you a battle pet for all of them, but that's okay. Just go ahead and get rid of this client. So next you have the Homecoming bundle. And everybody's been really excited about we're going to get free gear in 4.0. Well, I hate to tell this to you, but you're going to get a Celestial Gear set all right, but it is not going to be the sets that you are accustomed to. This is highly nerfed compared to the previous 2 or 3 versions of Soul Forged gear we've gotten. There is no combined belt, there's no combined bracers, there's no warrior's instrument, and there's no Helsey neck. The belt was the real reason geared players would bother opening this box at all, so that they could have the free shot at upgrading that combined belt to Divine or Epic. I understand why they changed it, especially with the instruments, now that the instruments are 1,000 Kyrios medals. I hope you all bought yours before the patch. I will show you that gear though, just so you can see what you're getting. So what I did is I came in here, again, award, gold, and I bought the Homecoming bundle. And I chose to do the healing set because I know those sets pretty well. And the weapon isn't bad. It is a two-hander. It's a great club, and it's got 402 for healing power. You can temper that. So as a great club, it's going to hold you over for a bit. And disconnected. Alright, and we are back, and we're going to talk about this gear one more time. So let me drag this over. And the weapon for the healers isn't too bad. It's going to hold you over for quite a while. The armor itself for a healer isn't stellar, but it's not horrible. So if you're just getting into game, this gear obviously is going to be better than anything you have. The accessories are still pretty good. So you'll hold on to those for a little bit. The big thing, like I said, the bracers, the belt, and the instrument are not what they used to be. But you can make these slightly better by coming back to the cash shop, going back to award, back to gold, and you do this Homecoming Warriors challenge, and it's a daily. I'm going to give you the details on that in just a second. But every day you get a Homecoming Warrior scrap, You can then use the scraps to upgrade the pieces of gear, or you can upgrade this entire box to a box that gives you 2 of each of the T1 Luna Gems, so that will save you 120,000 honor. So there is some benefit to geared players doing this as well. That quest, as I mentioned, you will do one of the 3. You will either kill 3 bosses in Mist Song Normal, and this isn't hard at all. You will complete Aegis Island's Guardian quest, good for people who need leadership and honor, and now that you can put 100 people in a raid, imagine this to get done. Or you can complete the Battle of Mist Marrow Basin, but remember, if you do Mist Marrow, you have to be in 1st, 2nd, 3rd, or 4th. If you come in 5th or later, you technically don't complete the quest, so you don't complete the daily. Also, with the new expansion is more free stuff. Log in every day and you have a chance to win 1 of 3 Anoan Galleons, 1 of 5 Grawling Yawls, or 1 of 10 speed modes. So that's a pretty cool thing, just log in every day. Between now and January 9th, we get Double Everything events going on now through the 17th, on the 23rd and 24th, on the 30th through the 2nd, and on the 6th and 7th. Every other day that's not mentioned, it's 1.5 on everything. Alright, so let's talk about the good stuff. Now, I know right off the bat, everybody hates this patch. The common consensus is this patch sucks. I'm not a big fan of the patch, but I am a fan of all these little good things. I've always been a fan of Archeage, so I'm really trying to stay positive. So let's talk about the good stuff. First and foremost, the holiday stuff is back, and the wool cap is back, bundled with the Caprosis furs. So to jump back into game, this is the Caprosis furs. It is one of my favorite costumes that they've ever released. I actually just got this same costume on Jalan on the live servers. I destroyed mine last year because I wasn't paying attention. With it comes the wool hat, which gives you an extra 50 labor. Now I know people are going to say 50 labor, that's nothing, but if you take 50 labor and you times it every day, adds up pretty quick. Those are in the marketplace for 3,000 credits. Realize this, if you're going to buy the pack to sell the furs, make sure you buy the pack on a character that needs the wool hat. The wool hat is going to bind on pickup, and there's no way to transfer it. So that's actually how I got mine. Somebody wanted the wool hat, did a trade for the Caprosis furs. Just make sure, wool hat, buy the pack on the character that gets the hat. The rest, the costumes are back. You've got your Yada and your Poinsettia, all the good things. You've got your Christmas boxes and decorations, so all of you decorators. I know Savannah Lynn on Conviction has sponsored a holiday decorating event. And then you've got your weapon skins. Now I could never see myself having my weapon look like this, but some of you like the roleplay stuff, so defend yourself with a Rudolph. Fast conversion bench in Mirage. That's why I'm here in Mirage. There's been a lot of people that are like, it's going to take me forever to convert all these Warriors medals. No, it's not. Come here. Converts it in stacks of 100 and converts it in stacks of 10. So as you can see, I have a lot of Warriors medals. Same thing with the merit badges. Now, with the library mats, yes, you are in fact stuck doing all your library mats, all your stones, all your everything. All those have to be done one by one. Right here you can also see you can convert the war drum for these mats, or you can right click on the war drum and turn it into a piece of furniture. I turned mine into a piece of furniture because I'm nostalgic and I do such silly things. Come back here real quick. The Caprosis Luna Stone totally hit me by surprise. Didn't even know about it. Already have it on Jalan. Let me tell you, you want to give me something that gives me an 0.7% healing every time I'm hit, stacks to 7 times. You're giving me 4.9% healing. Healers, paladins, argents, remember, healing is that big stat. You want to get as much of it as you can. You can only get it from certain places. So really good enchant for healers. I'll show you that again. It's 1,250 credits if you want the wrapped one. or it's 600 loyalty, but that one is bound on pickup. Jumping back in, Mineral Archeum trees are full kit. This was tested by me personally. Not that I doubted my viewers, but I tested it myself. No water needed. I dropped mine down in Arkham Iris, got 25 Sunlight Archeum dust. For tomorrow's show on Twitch, I already have 5 more down just for some testing. So I'm going to say I think 7,500 vocation may be just a little bit high. 50 guild is not too bad considering that guild is now easy to get. And 7,500 vocation, as we said, vocation is back in everything you do. Mining, farming, gathering, all that good stuff. You're going to get it on all the stuff you do. Mining, you get it off of beehives, the thatched farmhouses. Really, the big one, though, is the single plants getting 1 vocation. So really, all you single planters, your income's going to be going up here. So that's a good thing. Free vocation is a good thing. Gear scores, they all jumped. If you like a big number, your number went up. Gilda stuff. Fishing boat, the full kit is only 1,400 Gilda versus 500 for the plan. This I thought was really good. Come in here to Gilda. There is the Predator Longliner. So if you need a fishing boat, you can do that really easy now. It saves you from having to get the Thunderstruck trees and actually making the boat. For those of you that like to pinch the pennies, you may want to do the math and the conversion, sell your Gilda. I just think it's a really easy way to get your fishing boat. Solar farms stayed at 300 Gilda. This is a great investment. If you don't have your solar farm yet, you don't have your solar pavilion, if you're using an old farm, there is your 16 by 16 for 300 Gilda. Get this right now. Tear up an old farm if you're using a 16, or if you're using an old pavilion, make this into the pavilion. Save yourself on a bunch of taxes. Same thing for the kit, the 8x8. I have a lot of these 8x8s around. I use them as bus stops so I can drop off packs if I need to get going. So that was good. And the cottages stayed at 15 Gilda, so that's a really good thing. I was really worried with the change that said these were going up to 100. Thought this was going to kill new players. So it's really good these stayed at 15 Gilda. More good stuff. Let's talk about honor. Come in here to the honor shop. Get out of the way. The honor pots stayed in here, so that's great. 64 bonus on your stats plus the dice. Speaking of that, take every single hero call you can. You need those dice. You absolutely need those dice. The other big one, the enchants. I'm sorry. The enchants are 60,000 honor. Instead of loyalty, but realize these are bind on pickup, so you can sell them, but the person's going to have to trust you to trade you the item, or the item actually has to be tradable. The Ironclad didn't change. Most things are pretty good looking. All the way at the back, the titles are still here, so I highly recommend buying your titles with honor. Now, you can, in fact, get them with Curios medals. Come here to the arena shop, and as you can see, you don't want to buy your Goblet of Honor with Curios medals because there are 3 Curios medals, and that's a win versus, you know, a CR. There's not a lot you're going to be spending honor on. Also, as you notice, the general token is 1,440 Curios medals. I would much rather save my Curios medals for these new titles, the Commander, the Warlord, and the Immortal, because you can't beat free crit and free resilience. Anchors, I love this change. Anchors now take 15 seconds to lower, but they can only be interrupted by critical hits. And finally, for all the people on the boat that don't realize somebody's attacking the anchor and putting it down, there's going to be a big icon over your head. If you're on the boat and the boat's anchor is down, there's a big icon over your head. Still going to be people that are standing around not understanding that their anchor is down, but this at least is a step in the right direction. Streetlights, they stay on permanently. A lot of people wanted this change. Gold spent buying cargo will now feed your zone's cumulative fees total. This is massive because this is going to raise the value of property in those 6 cargo zones a lot. You're going to see a lot of 16 by 16s popping up, cottages, so people can just have the property there. I highly recommend people to gather up all their residence tokens and take them to their cargo producing zone. As always though, ABC, always be checking. Make sure your zone's not generating more gold, or your cut of a zone isn't going to be worth more by putting your tokens in there. So there's a little bit of give and take there for some profit increases. Ages in Whale Song now give leadership, so all of you hero candidates, you can breathe just a little bit easier, because if you can get people to push Ages in Whale Song every day, that generates 600 more leadership a month potential. So that's huge. That takes the pressure off of you. The Miss Marrow change. The faction that destroys the towers get the points. So there's no more of this keeping the tower down but not capping it and blocking other people. If you're destroying a tower to get the points or to get your quest credit, the tower, it's it. It's done. You don't have to cap it. It goes down, it comes up. So now the bad stuff. Compost piles give fewer worms. Now Tryon is looking into this, but our build has always given us more worms than the Korean version. We may get that bumped back up, or it may just be time that we fall in line with the Korean version. As it is right now, that's a bad thing. Thatched farmhouses, they remained at 300 Gilda stars from what we saw in the patch. This is kind of bad because the thatched farmhouses are a great way for a person to flip seed beds. But I will tell you that the 16 by 16s have 2 seed beds on them when you upgrade them. So there is some thought to just going with the cottages. Lower tax rate, less footprint, you can get more of them in. But for right now, the thatched farmhouses being 300 Gilda stars, that is a bad thing. The Gilda market, I know everyone's happy. Yay, I have all these Gilda stars. Well, unless you needed them for stuff, there's going to be a price shift in the Gilda market because some prices doubled, some didn't, some went up by a factor of 6, some went down. So the gold to Gilda ratio is going to be off for several weeks, so make sure you're doing your homework. Same thing with the vocation market, since there's going to be a slight increase in the amount of vocation every day. Make sure that you reconsider your long-term investments that involve vocation. Castle work. This one, I shake my head about this one. Working for the territories, a reward has been changed from a Terry token to a damaged Terry token market box that you have to spend 5 Gilda stars to open and retrieve the Terry token. This is stupid in my opinion. This is just dumb. But whatever. If you work at castles, be forewarned. This change happened. The warehouse at castles. Now, this is where Jalan as a player versus Jalan as a person versus Jalan as a character are different. As a character, hell yeah, make it harder on those dirty castle owners. They've been abusing the system. That as a player, you know, I don't think anybody deserved this change. To have a static time every day that you have to defend your silos, your warehouses for an hour, that would have been hard enough. But the fact that the raided goods can't be returned to the warehouse, they can only be salvaged. And then it takes 15 Lord's coins to repair the warehouse, and then 46 hours to be fully repaired. You're like punishing the castle owners. I disagree with this change wholeheartedly. Really what I see happening is the castle owners, especially guilds that own more than one castle, I don't see them really caring about building up their castles anymore. If you're going to charge them Lord's coins to repair their stuff and make it hard for them to defend, they're just not going to have as much there for people to do. And then they'll just take their weekly cash out of Lord's coins. So this is a horrible change. It's good for people that want to attack people that own warehouse or own castles, though. So, castle owners, be ready to defend your stuff, because people are coming. And Thieves in the Night! Our corgis are missing! Go look at your corgis. They're gone. There is a reward out. These two cute, cuddly corgis did not deserve to be stolen. Hopefully Tryon gets this patched really quick, because I imagine a corgis or riot campaign starting very soon. And that's it, guys. I wanted to get this video out as quickly as I could post 4.0. I apologize that a lot of it's not from the live servers, but DDoS. I'll be doing a review of this same stuff tomorrow during Archeage 101 Live, and hopefully I get more stuff gathered and researched before then. Take care, guys, and if I don't talk to you before the end of the month, have a happy holiday, a Merry Christmas, and all that good stuff. Hey, you. Yes, you. Yeah, you. I'm talking to you. Hit that subscribe button. Watch a couple of more videos. Go check out our website.